Dan Kuiper checking in. I have found that most people who are successful in life have a life's motto, whether it's live, laugh, love. If you believe, you can achieve. Nothing is impossible. Don't worry, be happy. My motto for much of my life was, if you always expect the worst, you'll never be disappointed. Not exactly something Grandma's going to stitch and hang on the living room wall. But I see a lot of people going through life with that mindset, expecting the worst, playing the victim, always waiting for that other shoe to drop. And I can tell you from personal experience, that is no way to live. When we go through life always expecting the worst, the underlying message we're giving ourselves is that we don't deserve good things to happen to us, that we are somehow destined for a life of misery. And that, my friends, is what the 12-step community refers to as stinkin' thinkin'. Instead of experiencing the freedom of living life to the full, looking for the positives, expecting good things to happen, we go through life handcuffed by what-ifs. We can't allow ourselves to enjoy life today because we're worried about what could happen tomorrow. When our lives are characterized by stinkin' thinkin', we become our own worst enemy. We begin looking for reasons why life sucks. Well, here's a newsflash. Sometimes life does suck, and we can't change that. But we can change how we respond to life's suckiness. Remember what it was like when we learned how to ride a bike? Remember how many times you wiped out in the process? Now imagine falling off your bike as a child for the first time. You're crying, your knees are scraped up, your hands are skinned, and you look up and your brother's laughing his butt off. What would you do? Quit? Tell yourself, I will never learn how to ride a bike. I am just too clumsy. I am destined to walk to school for the rest of my life? No, you'd get back on the bike. Yet how many times don't we encounter problems in life? We go through a divorce. We have financial setbacks. We have a relapse. And instead of telling ourselves, I will get through this, we tell ourselves, woe is me. Here we go again. I'm not meant to succeed at anything. You see, the problem is not our circumstances. The problem's our response to our circumstances. If you put an egg and a potato in a pot of boiling water, one will harden and one will soften. Now, why is that? They're both experiencing the same circumstances. It's because it's not about the circumstances. It's about what they're made of. Henry Ford once said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Friends, it's a matter of the mind. The simple truth is, positive results cannot be achieved with a negative mind. Stinkin' thinkin' will always keep us in the victim role. It will drain us of hope. It will rob us of joy. It will prevent us from being all that we can be. So let me ask you, is that how you want to go through life? Always expecting the worst? Telling yourself things will never get better? I don't have what it takes? I am destined for failure? Or are we going to get back on that bike and say, I've got this. I will rise above my circumstances. I will succeed. You see, when we always expect the best in life, when we choose to look for the good, when we hang on to hope no matter what our circumstances, we will find that the problems we encounter, which are inevitable and happen to everyone, will be nothing more than temporary setbacks that only serve to make us stronger. Remember, it all starts right here.